of the Trade, the channel where we talk about all things related to the entertainment industry, in front of the camera, in back of the camera, and everything in between. So today I'm talking with Brittany Taylor. She is an amazing lifestyle fashion photographer, and she has a company that is a boutique visual storytelling studio called The Branding Edit. And she's an expert in how to brand yourself on social media. Today we're going to be talking about how to brand yourself on social media. So, Brittany, first of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited about this. You help people brand themselves all across different industries. So not just entertainment industry, you work with companies, you work with all different kinds of people with The Branding Edit.
Yes, a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs, typically like 1 to 3 people in the business, a lot of solopreneurs, a lot of female-based companies actually.
Oh, cool. Love that. I always love female-centric companies. But the thing about the entertainment industry that is really changing these days is a lot of times they're relying on a strong social media following to sort of support their casting, which is crazy. You know, there'll be a casting session, and I love both actors, but this one has 35,000 followers on Instagram and they get the role. So we're starting to realize how important it is to have a strong social media following, but of course, it's always best for it to be genuine. So how do we get started? What's your first step?
The first step is people really need to figure out who they're talking to. So typically when Instagram started, you just used it for a place to show more photos, typically of like what you're eating, your cat, what you were up to that day. So Instagram definitely evolved throughout the years. So now you really have to figure out who you're actually speaking to, because that is going to be potentially who's hiring you.
Yeah.
So really pay attention to what they want to see. So they may not be interested in what you had to eat for lunch. Honestly, they just don't care.
Exactly. So some of this is probably editing. You know, it's interesting that that's part of your title, Branding Edit, because it's true. Sometimes you have to exclude certain things that you may want to share if you're really targeting an audience.
Yes, like the word curation gets thrown around a lot, and people really push against that, but it's okay to actually curate because you are being intentional with what you're posting. There's nothing wrong with being intentional, and it just shows that you actually care about the image that you're presenting instead of just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Right, exactly. That's a great way to waste a lot of time.
Yes.
Okay, so next step.
One thing that people seem to forget is using consistent imagery and screen names throughout social media. So especially if you are your brand, you should have your name or some form of your name as your screen name on all Instagram, Twitter, across the board. I actually knew someone who was doing a different industry, and you would have no idea what she was doing by her screen name because it was
random.
It was just random. It's like no one's going to find you. No one knows what you are, what you're about. So for me, my screen name is Brittany, all across the board.
Yeah.
So even if I change my career, my screen name makes sense because it's me.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm my brand.
What do you do if your name is taken?
Some people add official at the end of their name.
Or music or something that relates to.
Exactly, like what you're doing. A lot of people just add the in front of it. So I could be the Brittany Taylor if I want.
The one and only. Tip 3, what do you suggest?
Okay, so now we're ready to post photos on Instagram. There's 3 questions you should ask yourself before you post. 1, is it interesting? 2, does it look good? And 3, does it fit with your brand message? So again, it goes back to you have to post what makes sense for your brand. And a lot of things that people really want to post sometimes aren't that interesting or it doesn't look very good. So you kind of need to think about what you're posting and pay a little bit more attention to the content you're posting and be more intentional with the message that you're sending out there.
I love this next tip. This is a great tip. Tip 4. What do you suggest?
Every platform is different, so try to post different content on each platform. And while you're doing that, again, who are you speaking to? Post that most important content on that platform. So say if you are a model or entertainer, Instagram's a visual platform. That's going to be way more successful for you than Facebook or Twitter would be. So really pay attention and post the best content you have on that platform and really direct your message towards who you're trying to reach out to.
What is your final tip for how to brand yourself on social media?
Definitely show off your personality. People think when you're curating posts, you end up trying to look like everyone else. You can post amazing content and still show off your personality. That's really important because there may be a ton of other people out there doing what you do, but there's only one you. As cheesy as that may sound, your unique voice matters. So definitely, while you have that really amazing photo, in your captions, show some personality. Say something valuable or entertaining, and that really is going to be the thing that draws people in and makes people follow you.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point. There is only one you, even though there are millions of people on Instagram, you're the only one who can do what you do, so really focus on that. So Brittany offers a lot of workshops and branding consultations through her company, The Branding Edit. We have all the links below if you would like to contact her and get more information on this topic. Of course, subscribe to this channel if you're interested in these kinds of tips. Brittany, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
I am here with Brittany Taylor. That's a nice sound. And she has